Hi, my name is Terry Quinn, and today I'm going to be demonstrating CVC dressing change for invasives class. I have my patient here. He's got a mask on. I have my proper PPE on, my mask and my goggles, and I've identified my patient by his birth date and his name, and I'm going to begin the procedure. So I'm going to look over the procedure site here and make sure that there's no obvious signs of infection, anything like that going on. And I'm going to do some hand hygiene. I want to flush each lumen. So this guy only has one lumen, so I'm only going to be flushing the one. But if he had 3 lumens, I would need to flush each particular lumen. So put on some gloves. And I would 15 seconds scrubbing it. And then I've already gotten the air out of my flush. So I'm going to connect that. I'm going to pull back just a little bit to see if I get any blood flow, and I do. So now I'm going to give it short little pushes here. And everything is going in and everything is going great. And again, if I had more than one lumen, then I would need to do each lumen. Now that part is done. I'm going to check over it again, like I said, make sure there's no signs of infection. And that's all good. I'm going to do some hand hygiene. And then I'm going to gather my supplies for the dressing change. I have a ChloraPrep here, so I'm going to open that up and get that ready. I have my Tegaderm. And I have my BioPatch. And I have my sterile gloves. Okay, and then I'm gonna take off the old dressing. So before I do that, I will do some more hand hygiene, and I'm just gonna loosen up the tape around here to make it easier. I normally wouldn't be trying to access him from above here. I would come from the side, but for this video purpose, just so you'd be able to see what I was doing here, then I want you to have this view. I've tried a couple different versions, and this is the only one that seems like it's going to work. So now that I've got it all loosened up, I'm going to remove the dressing. And I'm going to be looking at it, checking to see the taco, the type of drainage, the amount, the odor, the smell, the color, all that. And then just make note of that. And then I can remove my gloves here. And then I'm going to do some more hand hygiene. And now I'm going to begin the sterile part of this. So I'm going to put on my gloves here. And for some reason on these sets of gloves, the cuff is so high. It's a little tricky to get these on. Okay, got that on. And then I'm going to take my ChloraPrep and I'm going to activate it by squeezing those together. And then I'm going to clean the area underneath the best I can all the way around, making sure that I got it nice and clean. That would go in the garbage. And then I'm going to put on my BioPatch. And there's a little hole there that goes right into that. And then I would take my Tegaderm, and there's also a little opening for the hole on that. And so I want to put that over there, and I want to make sure that I'm leaving open the incision site and the staples and all that so that I can see that and monitor to make sure that none of that is going bad while it's covered. Well, now my sterile part of this is done, so I can remove my gloves. And then I would do some hand hygiene. And write today's date on here and my initials. And I'm going to put that over top of the Tegaderm, off to the side, not covering up anything. And then I'm going to document my findings and the dressing change so that the next nurse will know when it was done and how things looked. And clean up my mess here. Make sure that my patient is comfortable. And take off his mask before I leave the room so he doesn't have to have that on there. And then I can show you the final product there. And my little patient.